Jussie Smollett is the Democrat Party. You know what I mean? The Democrats go around faking that there's racism everywhere. Jussie Smollett, they're the ones that probably planted the idea in his head. You know, he's going around perpetrating a fake racist hoax on everybody. And you notice how all the Democrats fell right into it. They were just wishing it was true. They assumed it was true. So you can't find actual hate crimes, racist hate crimes in America. The only ones you'll find are the ones the Democrats are faking. It's disgusting. So Jussie Smollett got found guilty on 5 of 6 charges. One charge was he got charged with a hate crime that he committed on himself. That might be the first time in history that's happened. So Jussie Smollett fakes a hate crime, but doesn't the Democrat Party fake racism every day? Every day.
They lie about it every day.
They are Jussie Smollett, aren't they? The Democrats.
They all feed off of it.
Yeah.
Off each other.
Yeah. They're everything about Democrats is built on one big fat lie.
And they do it to further their own selfish gain.
To dupe tiny brain people into thinking everything's racist. It's not. America is the greatest country on the planet. You notice how none of them ever leave America?
Right?
Yeah, America's so bad they won't leave. So, well, Smollett got charged with 5 out of 6 counts.
Yeah, the 6th one was what? About the mask, the face mask?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of them was guilty on a hate crime.
Oh yeah, that
against
was like
himself.
#1. Yeah. the first 5 were hysterical. I mean, he's going to appeal, but he doesn't have anything to base it on.
So the biggest thing here is, we all know he's lying.
Yep.
The only ones that believe him is BLM. Black Lives Matter came out and said they totally support and believe.
They believe him. They're just using.
Yeah,
him.
they're just doing the Democrat thing. They're just lying.
Yeah.
But so he's going to get sentenced in a couple weeks.
I can't wait.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he can face up to what, I think 15 years.
Up to 20 years.
Okay, good.
If they go full throttle on him, 20 years.
If he serves a year, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. I want him to do time mainly because he lied all the way through the trial. And so he perjured himself nonstop. Went on the witness stand and perjured himself. So there should be a price to pay for that, I think.
And he's done it at the expense of the ones who have incurred real racism.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, if all of America wakes up and they realize that they're living in the greatest country on the planet, and compared to all the other countries on the globe, America is the least racist. Once Americans realize that, the Democrat Party's got nothing to stand on anymore. Everything about them just crumbles away. I think what irritates most people is he lied all the way through. Got on the stand and lied and stuck to his lie when everybody knows he's lying. So
those people are sick.
Yeah, but Jussie Smollett is just the Democrat Party. He symbolizes the Democrat Party.
So what do you think's going to happen to him?
I don't know. We're going to find out in 2 weeks. I don't know.
I hope he does.
Yeah. He'll be sentenced in a couple weeks, and if they sentence him to jail, he'll go to jail while he appeals it. He'll appeal it, but
still, at least he'll be in jail.
Yeah. And plus his career's ruined. Or is it?
Oh no, they'll probably give him his own talk show.
Yeah, you can never count these people out.
I know.
Look at Jeffrey Toobin from CNN.
Yeah.
You know what he did, right?
What?
Jeffrey Toobin is a pundit on CNN, and they were having a Zoom call meeting, a bunch of people, and again,
he was the one that was...
he was whacking off. I don't know if he did it on purpose or he thought the camera was off, but during the Zoom call in front of everybody, he was going to town. So they got rid of him, and then it didn't last long, and they brought him back.
Oh, gee. Oh, yeah.
Somebody got triggered right out of the car. Uh-oh. That's funny, because this has nothing to do with us.
I know, right?
We didn't start this. What happened? got the jab? Her driving stinks. So does yours.
You're not yelling at us. You
I know. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, that was the first. That was the first argument that broke out at a flag wave that had nothing to do with us. Jussie Smollett found guilty for committing a hate crime on himself.
Yeah, but he's oppressed. He's oppressed according to CNN and all those other idiots. He's oppressed, and he had to do it to show about white supremacy. What a bunch of
So he was convicted of hiring 2 black dudes to pretend that they're white dudes and to pretend beat them up
and noose around the neck,
throw a
and
pretend noose around his neck,
throw water on him, saying it was bleach or something.
Yeah.
And you know what? What's the joke? He can. He's going to get 3 to 5, and he can get 3 years probation, and that's what he's going to get after all this crap.
You know who should be on trial? Is the Democrat Party, because they do this fake racism crap every day.
Well, they're starting to collapse.
Yeah. Yeah, Biden is having secret meetings with the major news companies in this country, and they're in cahoots to shill for him, essentially.
But they got a leak. CBS reporters blurring the whole thing out.
Yeah.
So that same reporter in the White House.
You know what? Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah.
We already knew that was happening.
What about Don Lemonade there?
Lemon?
Cahoots with Jussie
Smollett, yeah.
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 Why isn't he
You should
getting-
fire Don Lemon next.
Yep, he's next.
Yeah. He was kind of getting into the middle of an investigation.
Yeah, well, he's
And
gonna
telling
get it.
Jussie Smollett he had inside information because of working for CNN. He was using his resources to find out info, and then he was back channeling it to Smollett. We got Maureen's flag here, her Christian flag. We're flying it. We'll be flying it at every flag wave. Brenda, what do you think about Jussie Smollett getting convicted on 5 out of 6
Yeah.
charges?
Yeah, he got found guilty of a race crime against himself.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah.
But
He's such a racist.
yeah. And
He is
needs to
racist.
go
He
to
tried
jail.
blaming it on white people when he knew some black people did it, only because he was just trying to rile up the public.
Yeah, he needs to go to jail, not
Yeah.
go to house arrest or probation. He needs to do time.
How much time do you think he should do?
Well, what they said, 3 years.
No, if he gets the maximum penalty, it'd be 20 years.
Oh, well then he needs to do at least 10.
Yeah, the media, they would never tell you a story about a black person committing a hate crime on a white person. Right there in Wisconsin, where they had that Christmas parade, and that racist black dude ran over all those white people because he hates white people. He's been indoctrinated by the media, and he's turned himself into a racist. He ran over a bunch of white people, and the media won't talk about it. Fox News might talk about it once in a while, but it's virtually a dead story, isn't it? People on YouTubers should be talking about that all the time, reminding everybody. Because it won't be long and Democrats will have forgotten. Jussie Smollett lying about racist stuff in the Democrat Party. He learned it from the Democrat Party, right?
Yeah.
Hey, the Democrat Party.
He was encouraged by,
Jussie Smollett is a Democrat Party.
Yes.
That's what I think.
yes. And he was encouraged by them. I believe he was.
Yeah, he was that dumb.
He thought he would get away with it because they seem to think they're above the law.
Yeah.
But what a surprise, because justice was served. I don't know what he'll get for a sentence, but
I
at
remember-
least they found him guilty.
Right. I remember when the story first came out, you're like, dang. And then the next day, you're like, this isn't jiving, really. And then after a week, our side didn't believe it at all. And the media was pushing it hard. It was too weird.
Reminds me of Bubba.
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah. And the
Yeah, he had a rope in his garage there, just like everybody did. And then he thought he said it was a noose, and the media went nuts, and it was just a rope to pull down the garage door.
They what?
They want everybody to think they're victims.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Playing
They're
the,
false victims.
playing the victim card and the race card.
If the Democrat Party loses this notion that white people are racist, then the foundation of what holds them up as a party falls apart. doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think it is slowly crumbling.
I know, but isn't everything about the Democrat Party about race and trying to demonize white people? It's insane.
You know, you know what that's called? That's a neo-Marxism.
Yeah.
And that's what Biden is. He's a neo-Marxist.
They want to try to teach little kids in school, little kindergartners, that because they're white, they have some kind of make-believe privilege. You know what I mean? And that if you're a little black kid, you're supposed to believe that you're oppressed. They're setting them up for failure, to never try. Why try when I'm oppressed? You know what I mean? It's disgusting what they're doing. They're teaching kids to be racist. And they wonder why parents are getting pissed off.
Right, and thankful parents of all colors, of course, because America is not racist by, you know, I mean, I'm sure there are some, but it's nice to see people standing up and saying, hey, my son or my daughter is not going to participate in that. My niece, her children were issued reports to do on white privilege and why they are
sick.
White privilege. Yeah, she got them excused, but not without this first sending in this really long letter about why.
Yeah, but talk about pissing off a parent. When you find out what your kids are learning, they're trying to demonize your little kids when you send them to school. When you send your kid to school, you don't expect them to be demonized by the teacher.
Not at all. No.
Oh, sick.
And they don't see color. They see friendship. Kids do.
Little kids do.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're making.
You want to meet some. I mean, unless you got some bad parents and they've altered their perception of reality. Hang out with some little kids, little black and white kids together. They're not racist at all.
No.
That's something you learn. You're not born with that crap.
No, they don't see it that way.
Democrats want the country to believe that you're born racist. Triggered. I even got some triggered shirts. You guys need to get a website?
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much merchandise you guys could be selling? Yeah, a lot. They got all kinds of cool stuff. I can't get them to get a website built.
You just have to contact Jeff.
Well, what would I do with that information? But you guys are gonna do a website at some point.
Yes, we are.
I like that one. So hey, Jussie Smollett and the Democrat Party, same thing. Prove me wrong.
Concerning what?
Well, I'm just saying.
That he's a liar and
he's a liar, and he's lying about fake, racist hate crimes, just like the Democrats lie about racism in our country every day on the news media.
Isn't that trying to incite a riot?
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal?
The more riots, the better, according to the lefties. Who said protests are supposed to be peaceful, says CNN.
Oh yeah. Even if they're burning down behind.
Even if a building is going up in flames behind you, you tell the audience it's a mostly peaceful
relatively
protest.
peaceful, they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jussie Smollett was egged on by the Democrats to keep going with the lie. If it wasn't for the Democrat Party and our fake news media, Jussie Smollett would have never even come up with that lie.
I've not heard Robin on ABC, Good Morning America, or any news person that did interviews with this liar apologize.
Yeah. My point to this video is Jussie Smollett is a creep for what he did.
Yes.
But the Democrat Party and our fake news media is just as much to blame as he is.
Well, it doesn't fit into their plans.
No.
They got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Until the next catastrophe or.
The Democrat Party is essentially a Al Sharpton. He's grifting off of fake racism, just like the Democrat Party is and our fake news media.
Competition,
yeah. That's all right. Look who's here, Magnificent. What's up, buddy? How you been, dude?
Good to see you, man. How
Yeah,
you
good to
holding
see
up?
you too. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Staying busy?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's good to be back out here.
Yeah.
I had to come.
Yeah.
But we're out here today for Maureen. I titled
Yeah.
this live stream. I'm live right now. This one's for Maureen.
Yeah. We have Marine's Christian flag. See it over there? We're gonna fly it at every single flag wave.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt inspired by your video for the tribute.
Yeah.
All the best clips of her.
Yeah, we had a celebration of life yesterday in Longwood, and we played that video on loop throughout the 3 hours that we were there. Yeah. Hey, follow Magnificent on YouTube. He's got a great channel. Magnificent. Do it. Twisted Luck Truth. Follow this guy too. He's got a YouTube channel, Twisted Luck Truth. Ex-police officer.
Police officer.
So hey man, I'm trying to tell people that Jussie Smollett is the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Lying about racism.
Right.
And
That's the huge narrative. That's the big agenda right now. Yeah, that's so
the
he's
news.
a star.
The news media uses it to get views. The Democrat Party uses it to divide us and conquer and get votes. Smollett did it because he wanted to make some money off of it.
Right. And the way it works, a perfect example is Kyle, right? He's the white supremacist murderer, right? But the Christmas parade massacre, that was an accident done by a red SUV.
Yeah.
Not a black male driving. If that was a white person, all the headlines would be white male did this.
Well, imagine if that white guy, if it was a white guy and he was wearing a MAGA hat.
Oh, that would be even worse. There's bad people of every single race. There's good people of every single race. But the narrative is they want to demonize white, and they want to protect black. They want people to think black people are victims and that's it, and the white people are the victimizers. And look at the way they headline everything and they frame the story and use selective wording. You know, if you're white and defend yourself, Kyle shot white people. Yeah, white people.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the BLMers thought that he shot because they only listen to CNN. They don't investigate anything. They thought Kyle shot black people.
Right, because the mainstream media literally tricked them with headlines. Yeah. From reading just the headlines, if you know nothing else, and most people get their information from just the headline. They don't read the article. Yeah. So when it's suggestive to say that Kyle maybe did shoot a black person, everybody goes out, they start making their signs, they go with that false headline, and they go out in the street and push the agenda.
Right. So Jussie Smollett is a race baiter.
Yep. Yeah.
So is our fake news. And so is the Democrat Party, and we're getting sick of it.
That's the agenda.
Yeah.
If you're white, you cannot protect yourself. You better not defend yourself. Every other race, and you can be proud too. If you should definitely be proud of who you are, unless you're white or straight. Then you're racist if you're proud.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Ridiculous.
Yep. They want to teach little kids that you're born being a racist.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not something that you learn. You're born with it.
You should. I read a lullaby the other day. I did a video where I went into Target and I found a book. It's a children's lullaby. I read it in one of the recent videos, so check it out if you want to see it. And I'll read it to you. It was very nice. It's called A Lullaby for a Black Mother. I couldn't believe it. Aside from being really creepy, imagine going to the store and finding a lullaby for a white mother. Yeah. Could you imagine? No, People would burn that store down.
Yeah, and it would be taken off of Amazon and everywhere else.
Yep.
If you switch the word from black to white.
Yep.
Yeah. But that is racist.
Absolutely.
And I tell people, if you're wondering if something's racist, switch the words around, and if it sounds racist, it's racist both ways.
All of the things they claim are anti-racist, that is the racism. Yeah. It's hidden right in front of you. Yep. They're pushing division and they're pushing racism while preaching equality. You know, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, they preach equality while demonizing white people nowadays. Hey, get out here to Orange City. Every Friday we're having Joe Biden rallies from 3 o'clock till dark. Saxon Boulevard, Enterprise Road. Get out here. Also in Castleberry every Tuesday from 3 till dark, 436 1792. Do it!